Hello there and welcome back to GuitarControl.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Robert. I'm here today to mix things up a little bit for you. We're going to do some tapping pentatonics. I just threw my pick and, well, I guess I don't need it because we're doing tapping today. So I have two different examples here for you of kind of ways of connecting your pentatonics with tapping. And this really helps, for me anyways, with visualizing, kind of seeing two different parts of the fretboard at the same time and really having to connect the dots of the scale. So if you'd like tabs for this, that link is down below in the description. You can get full tabs and you'll be on your way. But let's go ahead and get started with the lesson. Okay, now like I said, this is a huge one for visualizing the fingerboard with your pentatonic scale. These aren't like the most difficult licks in the world. They're just good to get you started. Now if you're not familiar with tapping stuff, these might not be the best ones to start with. They are definitely geared more towards like a little bit of an intermediate person who has some tapping under their fingers. So when I tap, I take my pick and I actually hold it right there in my index finger and I use my middle finger to tap. And I'm going to try to get the camera the best way I can so you can kind of see both hands. So here's the first one, kind of up to speed. Like I said, these aren't real fast licks or anything, but it goes like this. But we're going like this basically. We're starting up here and I'm going to tap 15 on the high E. And I pull off to 10, hammer on to 12, tap 15 again, and pull off from that to 12, and from 12 to 10. So, there you have your first little run. You can see my pointer finger is getting right on that 15. And when I tap, I pluck and pull off down like you would if you were doing like a normal pull off. Now what I do is I shift down a note in the scale. So now I'm going to be tapping 12, and I'm going to shift my left hand down and do the same pattern, but I'm going to be 8 and 10. So I'm tapping 12 and pulling off to 8, hammer on to 10, tap 12, 10, 8. Move down again, 8. Now I'm going to be, with my left hand, kind of out of box 1, so I'm going to be on 5. So 10, 8, I'm sorry, 10 to 5, 8, 10, 8, 5. Okay, move one left, you're going to tap 8. Move your left hand down to 3, so you're tapping 8. 3, 5, 8, 5, 3. So altogether you should have this. I'm just resolving it back to our root note. So that is example number 1. Working our way on to lick number 2. Now this one's going to go like this. Certainly a lot more complicated, and it's a great one that you can continue to move all over the place if you choose to. So for this one, let's do it real slow. Let me shift up. So what are we doing exactly? You tap 10 on the B, and you pull off to 5 and hammer on to 8. And you go to the high E string and do the exact same thing. Okay, but this time you're going to tap 10 again, pull off to 8, pull off to 5. So, okay. Now you go back to the B string and you're going to tap 10 again, and pull off to 8 and to 5. It's a little bit confusing. Once you get the pattern down, it's not so bad. So. Like that. Now we're moving it up just on the same 2 strings, but you could obviously the same pattern, you know, across the string in lots of different directions. So the next one we're just going to shift up a position with both hands. So we're going to be tapping 13, which is out of box number 3, and pulling off to 8, which is box number 2. Okay. So we're doing the same thing, 13 to 8 to 10. The high string we're going to be tapping 12 though, and then 8 to 10. And then 12, 10, 8. Then you go back to the B, which will be 13, 10, 8. So. So a little bit of shift with our right hand this time. You could obviously continue this. And just keep going. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Like I said, if you want tabs, that is down below in that description. Better get them. So other than that, make sure you tune back in later for another new lesson, and I will see you on the flip-flop later.